Hello my dear students, today we will discuss about the food chain. Food chains are defined as the organism eating each other in a chain manner, and these are belong to the different trophic levels. Here, what is a trophic level? Trophic level is defined as the organism deriving their energy from same source or obtaining their nourishment from the sun by the same number of steps are said to belong to the same trophic level. In a trophic level, we can take the energy from one trophic level to the other, like T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, and here we take the T6. T1A is basically the producers which produce the energy. Then T2 is defined as the herbivores which eat the producers. Here these are the herbivores, and T3 trophic level belongs to the carnivores, and those are the particularly those carnivores which are primary carnivores and take the energy from the herbivores by eating them. And then this T4 is secondary carnivores, and those carnivores take the energy from the T3 trophic level by eating the primary carnivores. And here the carnivores, that is tertiary carnivores, which take the energy from the secondary carnivores and transfer the energy to the T5, and these are the top carnivores. In this chain, here all the trophic level are further consumed by the T6 trophic level, and these are the decomposers. These decomposers decompose all the organism by the death or decay of the organism. Here, after the death of the tertiary carnivores, they are to be decomposed by the T6 trophic level, and T6, those organisms are saprotroph, and these eat particularly the decomposed organic matter. Decomposed organic matter. And these are known as saprotroph, and all the organisms when die, they are consumed by the T6 trophic level, and producers also by the death and their decay, they are consumed by the T6 trophic level. Those are known as decomposers, and all the decomposers take the energy from the dead organic matters. So producers take their energy from sun, and they produce their food with the help of chlorophyll. Okay? They take the energy from the sun by the process of photosynthesis. They prepare their food themselves. So these are known as producers because these can produce their energy, their food, they can prepare their food themselves. But the herbivores take the energy from the trophic level first, yani they take the energy from the producers, and this transfer of energy take place from one trophic level to the other. And then all are by the process of death or decay, they are decomposed by the decomposers. So in this, it is a series of organisms called the trophic level, in which their repeating eating and eaten by so as to transmit the food energy. They are transmitting the food energy from the one particular trophic level to the other trophic level. What are the characteristics of food chain? Food chain always nutritive. Such type of interaction are nutritive interactions. So, in a food chain, transfer of energy in the food take place. So, these are nutritive also. Here, plant and animal interdependent. All the plant and animal are interdependent on each other. Unidirectional flow of energy take place. Energy always travel in the unidirectional manner, but transfer of nutrient take place in a circular manner. Transfer of nutrient in a circular manner, while transfer of energy is unidirectional. 80 to 90% of energy is lost during the transfer. 80 to 90% of energy is lost from one trophic level to the other trophic level. Okay? 80 to 90% of energy is lost, or you can say consumed in the physiological process like respiration and other physiological process. Okay? So, number of consumers in a producer is related. Number of consumers and producers are related to each other. Shorter the chain, provide more energy. Shorter the chain, provide more energy, because if there are only 3 trophic level in a chain, then transfer of energy is from one trophic level to the this trophic level take place, and shorter the steps and less loss of energy take place. Follow 2 law of thermodynamics. यानी कि energy is neither be created nor destroyed, but this energy is used by the organism in itself for the physiological activities. And further, organisms may occupy more than one trophic level. Organism can, in a food chain, can occupy more than one trophic level. Here, first law of thermodynamics, law of conservation of energy, means energy is neither be created nor be destroyed. So, here as I have told you, this sun is the source of energy. Energy is taken by the producers, and many 80 to 90% of energy is lost in evaporation and reflection and respiration by the plant. So here transfer of energy is only 10% from one trophic level to the other trophic level. Producer is T1 trophic level, then this is the T2 trophic level, which is a herbivores, and herbivores take the energy from the producer. In turn, this herbivores is to be eaten by the carnivores, and these carnivores also take almost 10% of energy from the herbivores, and 80 to 90% of energy here also lost. 80 to 90% of the energy is further lost by the taking energy from the herbivores to the carnivores. So here it is 85% of the sun's energy is used in the photosynthesis by the green plant. Then to the next trophic level, in the first consumer 90% of energy is lost, and then to the third trophic level, in the second consumer 90% of the energy is lost. Here if we consider 10 kg of grass, if we consider 10 kg 100 kg of grass, then 10 kg of energy is transferred to the rabbit and it's further 10% यानी कि 1 kg of taken by the fox. So carnivores always take less energy and the producer take more energy from the sun. Here many trophic levels are found when feeding relationships and therefore the flow of energy can be represented as a food chain, and each link in a chain is by trophic level, and trophic means feeding. Each trophic level is the same number of steps from the sun. ठीक है, we considered the trophic level from the sun. So producers, herbivores, carnivores. In producers, autotrophs. Producers are the autotrophs, so are the first trophic level, while herbivores are the second trophic level, and carnivores are the third, fourth, fifth trophic level as primary carnivores, secondary carnivores, and tertiary carnivores. Most animal carnivores feed at more than one trophic level, and in most ecosystem the feeding relationship and transfer of energy are represented more accurately by a food web, because in a food chain linear arrangement of organism, or you can say trophic level is there, but in a food web complex network is formed. So two types of food chains are there. One is grazing and other one is detritus food chain. In a grazing food chain, it starts from a producer which can take the energy from the sun. Producer make their food by the process of photosynthesis, and it may be eaten by a caterpillar which is a herbivore, and then it may be eaten by a carnivorous bird, and transfer of energy is taken place from one trophic level to the third trophic level by the intermediate herbivore. But in case of detritus food chain, the starting material is dead organic matter. Here, the transfer of energy takes place from the organic matter to the primary detritus feeder, which take their food from the dead organic matter, and these are known as saprotrophs, and then it is further consumed by the secondary detritus feeder. So here also three different trophic levels are formed: T1, T2 and T3. So this type of food chain are known as detritus or dead organic matter food chains. What is the difference between grazing and detritus food chain? In a grazing food chain, energy is taken from the sun by the producers, and then the producers in turn gave their energy to the herbivores, and in turn these herbivores are eaten by the primary carnivores and then by the secondary carnivores, and then this trophic level is decomposers, and they take the energy from all sorts by their death and decay. Here this is T1, T2, T3, T4 and T5 trophic levels are there. But here it may be, this bird may be eaten by some other carnivores, then number of steps increase in this food chain, and that other top carnivores is here can be adjusted, and this become the T6 trophic level. So first of all, counting is taken from the producers and then primary herbivores. Then these are herbivores are primary consumer because they eat grass directly, but these are the herbivores. These are secondary consumer, tertiary consumer and quaternary consumers. But here carnivores का नंबर जो है यहाँ पे पहली बार आता है, तो C1 is primary carnivores, this is secondary carnivores. ठीक है. Then in a detritus food chain, dead organic matter, these may be the dead leaves and these may be dead organisms. ठीक है. And these are eaten by woodlouse and this in turn may be eaten by the birds. So transfer of energy take place, but in different trophic level, and these are different. So here you can also see a food chain. In this food chain, here it is a terrestrial food chain and it is a marine food chain, or you can say aquatic food chain. Two types of food chains. One is terrestrial and another one is aquatic. ठीक है. In a terrestrial food chain, here primary producers, then primary consumers, secondary consumers, tertiary consumers and quaternary consumers. Plant is take the energy from the sun, so it is first trophic level, this is second trophic level herbivory, and this is third trophic level, this is the fourth trophic level, and this is the fifth trophic level. In turn, if it is eaten by the, after its death and decay, it may be eaten by the decomposers or decomposed by the decomposers. All these are decomposed by the decomposers. Then the next step is T6 trophic level. But in a marine food chain, there are phytoplanktons which produce the energy. Phytoplanktons are in turn taken by the zooplanktons. This one T1, T2, T3, T4 and T5. ठीक है. तो zooplanktons eat the phytoplanktons. Energy transfer take place from these zooplankton, phytoplankton to the zooplanktons, and then in turn zooplankton to the carnivore, and carnivores, these are the primary carnivores, then these are the secondary carnivores, and these are the tertiary carnivores. ठीक है. So energy transfer take place in this manner. So in the next lecture we will discuss the food web. So thank you guys.